I'm Lady T506. Welcome to my channel. Hello everyone. I am here for the Have and Have Nots Season 6 Episode 7. If you're new to my channel, welcome. If you're returning or you're a family member, you're one of my peoples, welcome back. Now, two things. First of all, I want to apologize for my voice. Like, the weather has been up and down so much here in Houston that I think I'm like catching a cold or something, so my voice is kind of going in and out, and I want to apologize for that. Secondly, this is a disclaimer. I do not condone people putting their hands on other people, but I am for, like, you know, defending yourself. Now, this is a show, and I didn't said several times, like, some people need to go. This is just for the show. This is scripted. I'm not talking about I want somebody beat up in real life. Real life people, I don't want real life people hurt. But for the purpose of the show, it's several people that I think they could have been gone like a few seasons ago. So let's get to it. Now, the people that David sent over there to beat up Justin, they gave him what I'm going to call a bastard out of Carolina kick. Now, if y'all seen that movie when we found out what happened to Bones, the uncle went out there and worked the stepdaddy over something nicely, which he was right. He needed that tail whooping, just like Justin needed this tail whooping. This episode, the last episode in this episode. And if you've never seen the movie Bastard Out of Carolina, at a certain part of the movie, these uncles, they find out that the stepdaddy had whooped the little girl a little too much, where she got webs on her. So the auntie was like, you know, go out there and work him over. And after beating him up, they sat him up, and one of the uncles, as he was sitting up like on his knees, kicked all of this and made him fly all the way back. And that's kind of sort of what they did to Justin. Left him on the floor, moaning and groaning. It's basically like, there's some instructions. Leave Jeffrey alone. Repeat after me. They didn't say that, but, you know, it's going with the storyline. You know, repeat after me. Leave Jeffrey alone. You do not know Jeffrey. Jeffrey is not a friend. Do not contact Jeffrey. Do we understand? Yes, don't contact Jeffrey. And what does he do? He contacts Jeffrey. And I was like, you must be a glutton for punishment. Because I'm pretty sure you done got a few, you know, ribs cracked, you know, a few broken bones. You know, you probably got a concussion. And they haven't even gotten to the car good. And you over here calling Justin. Like, what is wrong with y'all? Like, I was like, really? And then, on top of that, I guess Jeffrey has to find out the hard way that fat meat is greasy, because this man is calling you and trying to manipulate you. I'm like, what is going on? Like, for real? David picks up the phone, because Jeffrey, he just like, you know what, I'm not answering the phone. David's like, give me the phone. Yes, young man, that was me that sent them over there. And apparently, you know, you hard to catch on. The instructions were to not contact Jeffrey no more. And if you do contact Jeffrey again, they will send back over there to re-break some ribs, you know, do a bastard out of Carolina kick. Okay? So stay away from my son. Jeffrey, if he contacts you again, let me know, okay? It's like, okay, Dad, okay. And it's like, Jeffrey says, okay. David says he needs to go get some fresh air. Jeffrey gets immediately on the phone, getting to calling Justin. I'm like, see, this is what I'm talking about, Justin and Jeffrey. Y'all working on my last nerves. Like, Tyler, like, I'm gonna need you. You've been doing better these last few episodes with your writing and stuff, but like, this whole Jeffrey and Justin situation is getting on my nerves. Clearly, this man is manipulating me. I was like, are you stupid or are you dumb? I just need to know which one you are, because clearly this man was, oh, Jeffrey, please come help me. Well, why don't you call an ambulance? No, I can't do that. I'm going to die without you. But like, Clearly, this man is not that hurt, or he would be called the ambulance. Because what you gonna do? You got a PhD in psychology. You know, you don't have a PhD. You have a degree in psychology. You ain't gonna be able to, get his ribs together and make sure he has no internal bleeding. This is what the ambulance is for. This is why he needs to go to a hospital. Clearly, this man is manipulating you, and for whatever reason, you just don't see that. Oh, please, help me, Jeffrey. I love you so much. I can't go on without you. Like all the theatrics. And what Jeffrey does, he falls for it every single time. I'm like, you get on my nerves. And you like, are you stupid or are you dumb? Pick which one. So we have a plot twist. So while Broderick, he's like, look here, Catherine, I need to go use the restroom. And he contacts Candace, let her know he is there with Catherine. And he has some receipts of him being there with Catherine. Not only him, but Rocky. She's like, I was like, oh, so, you still working with Candace and you getting back at Catherine. I was so here for that because I was like, I thought like, okay, Catherine, she got, by the, under her thumb. But like, Candace still has you under her thumb. You more scared of Candace than you are Catherine. Like, Catherine can get you deported, but you like, I'm gonna go ahead and continue to act like I'm here for Catherine so I can get this money, and I can get this house, and I can get this car. But I'm still scared that Candace gonna throw me out the window like she did Oscar. I don't know if he knows she did that, but Candace, she's a bad girl. So he comes out the restroom, and Catherine, she didn't put her clothes on. Like, first of all, you not gonna shower before you leave? Like, no ma'am. I was like, I've noticed that each and every person that is on this show that had sex, I have yet to see them wash afterwards. They are quick to hop into their clothes. I'm like, does anybody wash up after a shower? Because Catherine, you was with these two men. Two. And you just hopping up and putting your clothes on. And we ain't washed, we ain't got a rag and wetted and wiped any kind of parts of our body. You didn't even shower, but you like, first of all, I'm gonna need, if y'all going out here, y'all having sex and all this stuff. Everybody on the have and have-nots, y'all are having sex, but are yet to afterwards getting up and washing your whole entire behind. Now this goes with Benny. He's number one at this. Benny, Jim, Catherine, she out here doggone getting in the throes of passion, and she ain't out here washing her tail. I'm like, y'all nasty. It's like, is that a thing for the show that we just gonna have sex and not wash up? Like, okay, you could have just, like, if you didn't want them to be in there with you while you was washing up, you could have sent them on their merry way, went in there, washed up, took you a good shower and cleaned all your crevices and gone back to your business. But you just hopping in clothes, all fresh out of the fresh set, just right up off of sex. I'm like, y'all nasty. Like, just not having sex at all. I'm not washing up at all. And they just got back into their work clothes and they going back downstairs with all the sex smell on them. Goodness. So Madison, he gets back to work. And like the dude that's working with him was like, oh, you missed a big child. You out here working half age. You getting special treatment. He's like, yeah, bro, it ain't even like that, child. If only you knew the mess that I've gone through. And of course, he got to go in there and, not Madison, but Justin is his patient. He's like, you know what? I ain't got time for this. I cannot be your patient because you attacked me. You attacked Jeffrey. You a whole lot of crazy. You messed up my car. I can't do this. But Justin decides to put a little message in his ear. Like, this could be you messing with Jeffrey. He'll turn on you quick, fast, in a hurry, and you'll be up in his bed like me. Don't fall in love with him. Just don't do it. So Madison, he's thinking, you know what? Maybe I should, I ain't got time for this. So he goes tell old dude, look here. That is the dude that beat me up. Yes, I told the police that I didn't see who did it, but I know he did that. He already attacked me in the hallway. I know it was him. Yes, the security camera was out because he did that. He's ex-police. Well, he's like, suspended police. I know it was him. And this is when Justin shows up, and not Justin, but Jeffrey shows up, and Madison he's smart because he's like, look here, Jeffrey, you know what? I don't even think we should be more further than what we was. I wish you a good life. Wish your daddy a speedy recovery. But as far as us even being friends, I'm a step back. I don't even want to work with your daddy, because what y'all got going over here is a whole lot of craziness. And for whatever reason, now I'm paraphrasing, for whatever reason, you don't see the craziness that what's going on, but I see it, and I don't want no parts of it. So I'ma back off, just act like, we never ran into each other in the first place. I'ma find somebody else to work for your daddy, or he can do it himself, but I don't even want to be your friend right now, okay? I'm backing off. I was like, thank you, Madison, you being smart, because Jeffrey, he's either stupid or dumb. We just don't know. So Jeffrey goes in there to talk to Justin all beat up. He gonna sit there and talk about some, you did this to me. Jeffrey's like, I didn't do this to you. Your dad did this. Do you think I deserve this? I'm like, child, with all the mess that you've done, now let's count this. You got with Jeffrey when you pulled him over and was molesting on him. And was molesting on him several times after that. Fell in love with this man. Tried to kill his mama and Melissa. You beat on Jeffrey. You beat on Madison. You knocked Madison out. You beat up on that police officer. And you destroyed Madison's car. And you was pointing a laser pointer at them. And on several occasions you said that you would take yourself and just Jeffrey out. But you over here playing victim. Why did you do this to me? You see, I'm all hurt and abused. Oh, I love you, Jeffrey. Please come over to the house. And I'm like, Jeffrey, once you told that man you love him, he gonna go even more crazier. He already crazy right now. You don't think he can get even more crazier, but you out here playing with people's emotions, talking about something, yeah, I love you. And now he really, really gonna go psycho. But you won't get this man the kid. You talking about you love him. See, Jeffrey, you working on my nerves. Benny and Mitch out here trying to find the Cryers' house. They don't even know where the Cryers live at because Catherine burned down the first house. So Benny and all of his foolishness gonna call your family. Like, didn't you learn the last time when we called his family and you got that money? Did we not learn our lesson? You got shot at several times. They put a hit out on you, which we just gonna go into this. How is y'all, the Malone family part of the mob, but, all the hitmen that we didn't sit out have yet to kill anybody. How is that? I just do not get it. But anyway, they trying to find the car. He didn't call Hannah, he didn't call Candace. We can't get a hold of them. We can't find out what a Cryer family is. They sit in the car rolling around. Benny over there still doubled over in pain because when he got stabbed, I'm like, you getting on my nerves too. So David goes over to Veronica's house and does a little psychological warfare. He gets over there. How you doing? You look lovely. Paraphrasing, of course. You know what? I realized that I still love you. And shame on me for trying to trade you in for somebody younger. I shouldn't have did that. Will you go to dinner with me? And she crazy. But when he started saying I love you when I should have never tried to trade you in, she didn't know how to handle that psychological warfare. So she's like, get out. Like she was a robot and she was kind of malfunctioning. She didn't know what to do. Yeah. David is going to kill her psychologically. I see it happening. I do. Lastly, Jim comes to the house talking that same mess he always talking. You gonna give me my money, calling everybody bitches and all that stuff. And he can get away with that with Catherine. And he just gets some water thrown in his face. But he not gonna do that with Hannah, because when he first walked in, Hannah and Catherine, they kind of looked at each other and like they spoke to each other with their eyes. That's what I got out of it. I don't know if you guys got that out of it, but that's what I like. They was communicating with their eyes. And Candace like, she can go first. Hannah was like, what you not gonna do is come after my son again. And this is when he get to calling her a bitch. He's like, and Candace, she stood up like, look here, my mama might not do nothing to you, but I will do something to you. He said, you think you scared me, bitch? You a bitch, and you a trifling bitch. See, he was talking to the wrong people. He think they scared of him. So Hannah swung first. Then Candace got up and they jumped him. See, last week I said I wanted a tag team. But then I remember tag team is just like you beat on him, then you pat me in, then I beat on him. No, Hannah swung, Candace jumped up, jumped on his back and brought him to the ground. And when I tell you, I think that's why my throat's hurting. I hollered something awful. Your girl had to rewind it several times because the scream was so loud and I was so here for it. But we just talked about a TV show. But I've been telling y'all for the longest time, I wanted somebody to go upside David's head. And I was so glad that it was Hannah and it was Candace that did it. Now next week, I want it to be at least a good minute of them working him over before somebody stops. That's all I want. Now, Tyler, you've been doing good, better with the storylines. We still, with a few of us, we still like, okay, this whole Justin and Jeffrey situation, it's getting on our nerves. These long, drawn out scenes getting on our nerves. But I was here for Jim getting his head rocked. So that was the gist of everything that went on. Oh yeah, why he is refusing to testify or give his statement so somebody can give him some drugs. The true crackhead that he is. I know he on heroin, but crackhead sounds a lot better than a heroin addict. If I left anything out, by all means leave a comment below. If you're new to my channel, welcome. Feel free to subscribe. It is free all day, every day, free 99. If you're returning, you one of my family members, you one of my peoples, welcome back. And tell your people to tell their people to come over here and be one of my peoples. This is Lady T signing off. Have a good one.